Hello, peace and beautiful blessings to you. I'm Jovhannah, the spiritual love healer, and today we'll be doing a collective reading for anyone who is feeling or dealing with confusion in love. So I'll be using the Tarot of Life that I recently received. I'll just pull a few cards and just see what messages come up for us to explore. So the Eight of Wands is the first card out, and very interesting. It's like saying move, right? Eight of Wands is all about movement. It's about quick energy. It's about taking action, not waiting. And if you can look, like you can see the matches there on fire, and then there is a rocket strapped to their back about to blast them off into a different place. So could be into a different mindset, a different reality, a different relationship, a different way of expressing yourself. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, wow. So the next card out was the Wheel of Fortune. Anything else that wants to come out? Because I can really go in with these two. And then we've got another Wands. We've got the Six of Wands. So I'm going to take these. And then if we need some additional cards, I'll pull some more. So when I look at the Eight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, it's telling me to go in the direction of what it is that you desire. So the beautiful thing about having a compass as the Wheel of Fortune, and I talked about it in the deck review that I did for the Tarot of Life, is that you can see what direction you're going in. So if your goal is to head north and you start to see the compass is going south, that tells you whether or not you're on track. So what I'm seeing is that there needs to be some movement. So if you are feeling confusion, you see where he's focused at? He looks like he's looking up, like he's focused on where he wants this rocket to get him. And then he's using this compass as a guide to make sure that he is going in the right direction. So for a lot of you, what I'm seeing is if you are feeling confused, if you are feeling stuck, go back to what is your goal? What is it that you want to accomplish? Why are you in this relationship? What is this connection about? And focus on that. But then you also need to make sure that you are taking actions, that you're taking steps, that what you are doing is in alignment with the direction that you want to go in. So if you know that you want to work on a particular thing, let's say like building out your, I don't know, maybe better communication, you can find ways to gauge whether or not your communication is improving. Are you saying what you need to say? Are you expressing yourself? Are you being heard? Are you also listening? Right? Because now you have this compass and you can see, okay, well, nothing has changed. So if you see that nothing's changing, that gives you more information on which you can decide. And then what we have here is the Six of Wands. I like that there is a lot of Wands energy here. And it's saying either things are going to go the way that you want, right? The Six of Wands is all about victory. It's about being a star. And you can see like it's almost like she's sitting here, and to me these look like microphones, right? And you can be speaking out your intentions, saying the things that you wish to experience, the things that you wish to receive, and that energy is being amplified. But if that's not the case, then we also have death, right? So that means that something needs to come in and there needs to be a change. Otherwise, what direction are you heading in? There's so much fire energy. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands. So we've got six, the seven, the eight, and the Six of Wands all out here. And it's showing like this is a journey. This is a progression that is either going to carry you forward or it's going to hold you back in some way. And with the Seven of Wands, this is about you following your own path. This is about you going in the direction. Again, it's giving us this like finding your path. You have to figure out what it is that you want. If you don't know what your heart wants, how do you know to follow your heart? And that's what I'm getting here, right? So the underlying energy of this is you need to know what it is that you want. You can't pay attention to what other people want for you, to what anybody else thinks, feels, or believes, or says. You have to go within and get clear on what it is that you want for you. And a lot of times that's where the confusion comes from, is because we don't know what we want. Therefore, we don't know how to navigate certain situations. If you're with someone and you know that you want to be with this person, You know that you want to see, growth or healing in your relationship. That gives you an idea of what it is that you need to focus on. Again, this is focusing on you because we can't change other people. So you have to know, okay, what is it that I want from this connection? Am I willing to put in the time and the energy that is required of me in order to hopefully see some positive forward movement in this situation? So once you get clear on what it is that you want, once you know what you are fighting for, once you know what is important to you, what you're working towards, then you can blast off and go in the direction of that. But you also need to be mindful and gauge where you are so that you don't get lost along the way, because we know, right, the wheel, like compasses can go out of whack if, the, what is it called? I can't think of what it's called, but it's basically the energy that's pulling the arrow of the compass. If that is out of whack, maybe like a solar storm can kind of interfere with things like that. And then your compass may spin, right? And you don't know what direction that you're going in for a while. So you want to make sure that everything that you're doing is aligned. And if you start to see, like if you know that you're going north, if you start to see that your compass is taking you northeast or it's taking you south, then you can be like, hey, wait, this is not the direction that I'm supposed to go in. And you can go back and, recalibrate so that you can go in the right direction. And I think that is where this Six of Wands energy really comes in heavily at, is that course correcting can be so hard. Saying this isn't working for me can be so hard. Or on the flip side, saying, oh my gosh, I am seeing growth, I'm seeing small changes, or I'm seeing big changes. Sometimes that can be hard because we can be so stuck on looking at where we want to be that we forget about all the things that are happening that are helping to get to where we want to be, right? Helping to get towards that change and that transformation. So irregardless of the outcome, you have to really start to see that you're winning because you're doing something different. You're winning because you're deciding to take control. You're winning because you're deciding that there's something that you want to shift, that there's something more available, and that you are going to follow your heart. You're gonna get clear on what it is that you want, and you're gonna allow yourself to walk that path. And that's something absolutely worth celebrating. And in doing so, you are going to be transformed, and that relationship as well may also be transformed. But I think what's most importantly about this is that you are doing it for you. You're doing it so that you can find your peace. And whatever this transformation is, we don't know. It could be something within the mindset. We have the Six of Swords here. So you may decide that you are, again, changing the way that you communicate, changing the way that you are showing up in a relationship, changing your thought process about relationships and in general. And then so we also have the influencer, or the Queen of Cups here, who is very loving, very warm, very nurturing. And so that may be the benefit of you allowing yourself to explore the confusion, is that you come out with more awareness about how to hold space for yourself and about how to hold space within a relationship, how to manage your emotions. Because look at this energy. She's kind of just letting her thoughts carry her wherever they may. Like, I don't really know what's going on. And then here's a completely different energy. This is very regal, it's very royal, it's very powerful, but it's also very peaceful. There's like a different sense of peace. So you don't have to be in the energy of confusion or of not knowing or of feeling down and out, of feeling that you're missing out, of feeling that, you are in a struggle when it comes to love and you don't know what to do, that there's nowhere to go for help or support, because you've done what is needed in order for you to navigate things, right? So you're able to navigate the confusion, and you walk away from it with transformation. You walk away from it with a little more peace of mind, more understanding about yourself. Another beautiful thing about this is that there's the energy of forgiveness and compassion that you'll be able to exude into yourself and to the individuals that you may be encountering within said situation. So I think that's a very beautiful transformation. I do think that there's maybe some underlying energies of maybe not feeling worthy that's also kind of playing things out with this Five of Pentacles. This is a card that also speaks of like really needing to get your mind, elevate your mind into a more loving and abundant mindset, because the confusion, right? And I keep seeing like all the gray that's in the cards, like very ambiguous. There's, you know, we don't really know what it is, but you know, that confusion that you're sitting in, you don't have to sit there. You can get up and you can walk away. You can get up and you can move on. You can get up and you can do something different. But when we sit and we stay in the confusion, that is where we get fucked up at, right? That's where our thoughts start taking over. We start conjuring up the most insane thought processes. That in turn starts getting our emotions all discombobulated and tangled and twisted. And so that is why it is important to go back to here, go back to your first desire. What is it? What is the thing that is going to light you up when it comes to love, when it comes to this relationship? If it is something that you truly wish to cultivate, then you absolutely have to focus on that and go take steps to go within that direction so that you can see change, not only within the relationship, but also within yourself. There's going to be a lot of healing, and whatever this is, it is something that's very passionate. Like I said, there's a lot of fire energy here in the cards. This is something that's more about you deciding what it is that you want and then making sure that you're taking steps to make that happen, to go for it. But also as you're doing that, you're gauging things. So you're not just going along to get along, you're also looking to see, okay, there's more of like a self-reflective aspect to it. There's more of a not forcing things, also going with the flow, but not letting things just carry on in a way that you're not paying attention, so that you don't find yourself unaware or caught in a cycle that's not working for you. I hope that makes sense. So that is just a quick collective reading for anyone who may be feeling some confusion when it comes to love, relationships, and matters of the heart. I do hope that this has provided you with some beautiful illumination and inspiration to make some changes in your heart and mind. You can check the description box for all of my links and information where you can book a healing session or a reading with me over at JovhannahTisdale.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, and I will see you next time.